Hello, and today we're going to have a look at trying to use a QuickDrive screw gun. QuickDrive is a brand name, but if you've got to put down some plywood sheets, say down on in a house for a subfloor, or you've got to screw down some boards for a deck, with this tool you can do everything standing up. Makes it a heck of a lot easier, and the deck boards would be easier to line up because you're standing up in a way, you're not down on your hands and knees using your drill, and particularly even doing the subfloor on a house, on a new build, and you want to screw down all the boards. Now the screws are all matched to the size of the head, so if you're going to do 1 3/4 screws, as these are for the say the deck boards on your deck, or the subfloor wood, you would use probably 1 3/4 inch screw, and then you would use a different head if you're going to get down into say some 1 inch or 1 1/4 screws, maybe for some thin 1/4 inch overlay, or to put on over top of another floor that's already there. So make sure that you've got, in this particular tool, the right head for the right screw. Also, things have changed over the years a bit. These used to be a red Robertson, then they changed to a black Robertson, and now these ones are Torx. So you've got to make sure, if you're getting your screws from somewhere where you've had extra screws, that they're not too old, that they aren't the same drive as what they are now. So this is a Torx drive. They fit into the screw. It's a real good positive drive, but it's different from what the quick drives used to be. Your drive, if you buy a new box of screws, which is the best, you're always going to get the right drive stuck in the top cover of the box. Now, a couple of things to know. The head comes off very easily by pushing this little here knob on the side, and as you see, there's no bit in the end, which should be the way that you get it. Take the proper size bit, put it in the end, put it down on a piece of wood. You hear it snap in. Now it's locked inside the driver shaft here. It's easy to get out. Right on every head there's a little ejection tool, comes out. You line it up with the slot that's on here, and you just pry it and pop it out. Okay, so that's how you get the bits out of the thing if you end up stripping them. Now, you shouldn't be stripping them at all if you do use the tool properly. You line this up, lock it right back in. This little knob on the side here, you can move that. That allows you to move this thumb screw here, and that's what controls your depth of your screw going in. So you want the head just below the surface of the wood, obviously. So you adjust this to where this is going to try a few trial and error and get the right depth for you. Okay. One thing that's important, that's a lot of times forgotten. People get busy, they get going too fast. These strips, as you see here, are like an arrow. You see the point at one end, the tail at the other end. If you put them in reverse, you're going to jam the screws. You must put them in with the arrow first, and then it'll go in easily. Just goes in, locks in. Easy to pull it out. If you have to drop it out, you just push this little lever here on the side and it drops out. But make sure you put the screws in properly, and make sure you use the proper length screws and the proper drive screws for the head that you have. There are several heads. Some are 1.5 to 3 inch screws for bigger, longer screws. This is just for 1 inch. This one will do this size screw, of course, but make sure you've got the right size head. Just don't think you've got, if you pick it up, or certainly pick up screws or an actual tool from someone and nobody said anything to you, then you better check it out first before you get started, or you're just going to waste your screws. Now, you'll plug it in. Heavy extension cord if you need one. Snap your screws in, and then really all you're doing is having the thing go full speed. You'll notice that I kept it going full speed. Don't try and use it like a variable speed drill and start off slowly and go fast. When you got this thing going, you have it full speed, drive down, drive down, drive it down. Don't baby it, because that's when you're going to run into trouble, and that's when you're going to strip your screws, and strip the head in the driver. Now usually there's a couple in the box, but if you shouldn't need another one if you do it properly, and keep driving them down hard, and the strip will pop out at the end. Put another one in, and you just keep going. And believe me, this makes a job that's pretty tedious if you were just using your hand drill or your battery operated drill a lot quicker and easier. And usually you can stand up and you can line your screws up better and actually put more down. It doesn't take long to put in a box of a couple thousand screws. So this is a tool that I'm sure you're going to thank me one day and for doing this project or your deck, and it'll make it a lot quicker and easier. And good luck with that project, and we'll hope you subscribe.